My name is Rhys. I'm originally from Ynys Meadow, not far from Pontedawe, but I've lived in Crynant most of my life. It's been my pleasure to minister here at this chapel since 2019. One of our old deacons who's now passed away, her name was Betty, she used to say that at Saron we aren't a church, we are a family. Well, I think that that's a wonderful thing, and that is what the church should be. A family, a loving family.
Well, my name's Kath and I'm from Neath. I was born actually in Rhywawr, at the top of the Dulais Valley, on a farm, and I'm a music teacher in Crynant. One of my hobbies and great passions in life is art as well as music. It means that I'm really comfortable in my own space, really, and that space, in that peace, that I get from my crafting. I speak to God all the time when I'm crafting. I'm just sitting there painting or, making something. And I just use that time then as well. I'm chatting to God all the time, so it just takes me into that moment when I'm sort of on my own and sort of enjoying that peace and, so that communion with God then as well.
My name is Moira. I live in Crynant, and I was born in Crynant and lived here for the first 25 years of my life, and then I moved to Kilfrew, sunny Kilfrew, where I lived for another 25 years. And then I moved back to Crynant a few years ago, just not giving my age away there. I went to church, the church in Crynant, for many years when I was young. I used to go to Sunday school, I used to go to the morning service, and then I went to the evening service. And I suppose when I left home and went nursing, maybe I didn't attend as regularly as I should have. And then I got married and had children, and life sort of took over with nursing and bringing up a family. So it wasn't until I retired really that I started to think of my faith again, to be honest. And I'd come back to Crynant at that point. And I love coming to Saron because it does help my faith, and it sort of builds it up every time I come here. I feel more comfortable and uplifted every time I've attended Saron.
My name's Lisa. I'm originally from Liverpool, but I now live in Crynant, and I have since 2016. I find the people what makes it a comfortable place to come, because the building itself is nice and as it is, but it's the people within it that make it it's kind of like a family, but that's separate from everything else, where you don't have to worry about not being, it's like I can basically be myself here. I don't have to worry about like what I say and stuff like that, because it's just, I don't know, it's different, and it's just like everyone, doesn't matter what you like or what differences there is between everyone, it's everyone's equal.
I feel that even though I am the minister here, that we are all part of this ministry. So to be honest with you, my ministry is a real joy here. Saron and Dulais, our mother chapel, are the only independent chapels left now in the Dulais Valley. And I feel that God has kept Saron here for a reason. And that's simply to proclaim the good news of Jesus. So that's what I see my role as. I see my role as tending to the flock, caring for the flock, and proclaiming the good news, the gospel. And that without any pressure. It's a real joy. This chapel is a bilingual chapel. It always has been for many, many years actually. So we worship in Welsh and English. The sermon is usually in English, but the hymns are mostly in Welsh. And one of our members, Carol, has also learned Welsh, and she is nearly fluent. And she has been instrumental in the Caffi Cymraeg in the village. And the Caffi Cymraeg is made up of mostly Saron Chapel members, which says a lot about our sense of family and feeling of family and fellowship here, based not just upon the English language or Welsh language, but on Jesus Christ.
I would say that the welcome I had when I came to Saron was wonderful, and I tried to extend that welcome to other people, especially if they're new in the village or if they haven't been to Saron before. I said, why don't you come along and join us, because I said you'll have a lovely welcome and you'll get to maybe take part in different social events. I think it shows how welcoming and how friendly we all are.